Let's create an AI automation that allows us to interface with our Google Contacts without having to use the Google screen. Instead, we're going to base this on Nate Herk, who put a similar workflow in his free school community using Airtable for his contacts. We're going to use Google Contacts, and we're going to use the chat interface within N8N to create, read, update, and delete our Google Contacts. So let's see what that looks like. When a chat message is received that says, for example, update Zaphod Beeblebrox's birthday, the AI agent will parse the request and it'll say, what do I use to find that contact and then to update it? And so we give it this information about which tools to use, and then it goes and does the rest of the work. So let's build this automation. The first thing that we need to do is create an AI tools agent. We'll go to Nodes AI agent, and it assumes that we are going to use a chat input. So we're all set here. So we'll use that chat trigger here. So neither step requires any setup. The chat window is all set, and the AI agent is expecting the chat input. Then we're going to give our agent a system message. We will click Add Option, System Message. This workflow is free. Just go to the link in the description. You are a contact management assistant. You look up, add, update, and delete contacts, and here are the tools that you use. And because I encountered a bug with birthdays, if we don't provide a birthday on creating a record, then assume that their birthday is 1/1/1970 in honor of the very first day of the universe according to Unix. We don't need anything else here. Next, we'll add a brain to our agent. We can add OpenAI chat model, and we'll give it ChatGPT 4.0. I tried this with ChatGPT 3.5 and quickly overwhelmed it, so I wouldn't suggest that one. We're going to give it a little bit of memory, and the reason that we're doing that is because if you want to delete a contact, you might need to have a conversation with the agent. That conversation might be, how many people do I have in my contacts named Zaphod Beeblebrox? If there's more than one, I want to define something unique about the record that I do want to delete so that it doesn't delete all of them or the wrong one. So we'll give it some memory so that it can have a conversation like that. Then we're going to add 4 Google contact tools. We'll go to Tool and we'll search Contact. We'll select Google Contacts tool. This one will be Create, so that's already set there. Then we're going to use these little Pittsburgh Steeler diamonds, stars over here on the right. Anywhere you see that, except one, there's one place where this won't work, you will allow the AI model to define what goes into the field. So you're not saying that if somebody's name is Joe Blow, that you want it to put Joe Blow. You're not going to define that by dragging in a field. Instead, you're going to let the AI decide that the family name goes in here and the given name goes in here and every other field we create. Now, if we don't do anything else here, the only thing we'll ever be able to create is a family name and a given name. We have to at least give it the fields that we want available for creation in our contacts. So we'll create an address field. What kind of address? We have to click it again, and we'll say home. But we'll let the AI decide what's going to go in those fields. And then we'll create a birthday field, and we'll let the AI decide what goes in there. And we'll create an email field. And what type of email is it? It is a home email, and we'll let the AI decide the email. We will create a notes field, and we will let the AI decide what a note is and populate the notes field with that decision. And we'll put a phone in, and that phone is going to be a home phone, and we'll let the AI decide what goes in that field. Also want a work phone. Now, this would be where you would add a phone and you would say, and we would let the AI define it. So every field has to be defined for the AI to create the record for you. Then we're going to search for records in our contacts, and we'll get another contact. We're going to get many. As we might have a situation where we ask it to send us back all instances of how many records do I have for Zaphod Beeblebrox, and if I have duplicates, I want to know the information on all of them. Then for fields, this is what we search on. So you could put an asterisk here, and we're saying search on all possible fields, and then you're done. You could also put the AI here, but if you do, you'll probably get a problem where you'll get something like JSON fields does not exist. And that's because this is an array and it's expecting an array, but for some reason the AI agent wants to send it a string, and then you get an error. So when it comes to these fields field, you always want to define it yourself. Do we want to use a query to find the person we're looking for? We don't know. We'll let the AI decide. Do we want raw data? We'll let the AI decide. And do we want to return all? We'll let the AI decide. Now we're going to create a tool to update a record. We'll change the operation to update, and we'll let the AI decide what that record's contact ID is, and we will select asterisk for the fields. We will not select let AI decide because it won't work, because it is an array and it receives a string and then goes boom. For the update fields, we will define all the fields that we want to allow ourselves to update based on the chat that we have with the contact. So I want to be able to update the email. What kind of email? I want to update the home email to a value that the AI defines. What other kind of email? A work email. I want to update that through the chat. I also want to update notes through the chat, and I want to update the home phone through the chat. You clearly will want to define more fields here if you need them. Okay. And then we need to delete a record. So we will call on our trusty contact tool, and we will say delete, and the contact ID is whatever the AI decides that it is, and we're done. Now we need to rename our nodes in order to give the agent a fighting chance of picking the right one. The brain, the parse request. Read contact, we'll call the update contact. We'll call the read contact, and we will call, they're all over the map, create contact, and this one is delete. Okay, so now let's test our workflow. Let's say, what is Zaphod Beeblebrox's phone number? Oh, did I have something pinned? I had something pinned. Okay, it seems that Zaphod's information is not currently in the database. Would you like to add this contact? Let's see why Zaphod is not. Okay, so it was coming back with an error for a couple of reasons. Did not have use query on. It needs to be on, because otherwise it doesn't know how to search for the thing that you are looking for. So now our read contact is a get many, return all is off. I set the limit to 5. I think I could probably put that back, but you can play with yours if you want to see. I don't think it needs to be higher than that for most use cases. Fields is set to asterisk. Use query is set to on. The query is automatically defined by the model and raw data is off. And we have success with this, so let's take a look. Is there a Zaphod in my book? Yes, you do have Zaphod. The phone number is listed. Are there any notes on Zaphod? There are no specific notes in the contact for Zaphod. Add a note to bring a towel. I've added the note bring a towel to Zaphod Beeblebrox's contact information. Give me everything you know about Zaphod. Zaphod, phone number, city, postal, birthday, notes, bring a towel. Very nice. Okay, so now we've let's delete a record and then create one. So delete Zaphod. There seems to be an issue with deleting. The contact ID might be invalid. So the issue was that it tried to delete a contact that had already been deleted, and it got confused. We did not change anything in the delete, but I did change in the AI agent to delete a contact. First, find all matches for the user's request. Present the matches to the user for confirmation before doing a deletion. Then we got delete Zaphod. There are no contacts. So let's create a Zaphod. Create this contact. What is Zaphod's contact ID? Beautiful. Let's go look up, see results in trash, but here's a new one. And C303, which is C303, that's what it gave me back. Great. Create another contact, also named Zaphod Beeblebrox, but whose phone is 888-888-8888. Both contacts with the name of Zaphod are now in your contact book. Let's do a search on Zaphod, and we have 2. And now we're going to say delete Zaphod. I have found 2 contacts named Zaphod Beeblebrox. Here are their IDs. Which contact would you like to delete? And we will delete the Zaphod with the phone 888. And let's go search, and we have only the 999. This is how you create a contact management system using an AI agent in N8N. Happy coding.